Hello, beautiful people. As the world draws closer to calamity, it's getting harder and harder not to feel fear, as the fear is being fed to us through every way possible. It's getting hard, even for somebody as carefree as myself. Now, I just want to remind everybody not to panic and do not make decisions out of fear ever. So take a deep breath, calm down, prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, as much as you can. Follow your heart, and you will be guided, and you will have nothing to worry about. Food shortages are coming. There's no telling how bad it's going to be, but I am personally preparing myself. I've prepared some room in this shed here just for non perishables, cans, rice and beans, just anything that lasts several years just to be prepared. I'm about to clean out my freezer and put a bunch of vegetables in there as soon as possible. We're going to stock up as soon as possible. There's no need to go run to the store and start raiding the stores. It's not that serious. It is coming soon, but it's not going to hit us all at once like crazy. It's going to happen over a short period of time once it does happen. And then a lot of the food is going to be gone, most likely. And if this does happen, people will fight for it. And this is why we want to just avoid being out. And there's a lot of things in this world that are going to cause people to panic. And most people are not awake and aware. And they will panic. They will make decisions out of fear. They'll become violent. And it's best to just try to avoid that situation if it does come. So there's no need to be afraid of. I'm not trying to spread fear. I just want you to be prepared because things are going to get rough here in the physical before we are able to ascend into a higher dimension. We must be tested. This will be judgment, the judgment day in the Bible, whatever you want to call it. This will be our ultimate test. Can we remain humane during all this chaos and calamity, or will we feed into it? Will we let it consume us? This is the choice that we have to make. I just want to urge you to prepare yourself mentally and emotionally, most of all. Physically, if you can, do your best. Just go out there and get the things you know you're going to need. If you have the ability to buy more extra food, please do, because if we can reduce the severity of it and just actually help people and try to feed people if things come to that, we need to be able to help each other out and not panic, because imagine if everybody just helped each other, there would be plenty of food for everybody. We wouldn't have anything to worry about. The thing we have to worry about the most is fear and panic. And this is why I'm coming here to tell you this right now. Just stay in your heart, stay loving. Don't let all this fear consume you. Everything's going to be all right no matter what. No matter what, everything is going to work out, because that is what we are willing it to. We are intending to build a better, brighter world where people are more humane and kind and will help each other even when things get rough. That's what we're striving for. That's what we're creating. And people are changing more than we even realize. We might think that it's going to get this bad, and maybe it will, but then again, maybe it won't. Maybe we will help each other. Maybe we will get through this crisis in a humane, civilized way, and everything's going to work out better than we ever imagined. There's no way to really know. Just believe in it, intend it, put your magic out there, your wish, pray for it, pray for everybody in this world, because we need all the magic we can get right now. And we need to just keep putting it out there. The more you prepare yourself physically, the easier it'll be for you to prepare yourself mentally and emotionally, because you'll feel secure and safe. You'll feel like you have done the best that you can do, and that's all we can do right now is the best. And just try to prepare as much as we can physically. That way we can relax emotionally and not feel so panicked about or just anything. We'll feel secure and safe, and that's what we need right now more than anything. We need to feel that vibration and be in that vibration, so that way we can keep that vibration. There's a lot of things we can predict, but there's one thing we can't predict, and that's what you are going to do next. That is what the people are going to do next, what we decide to do, and that's why this is the year of free will. This is why we have the choice to make. What are we going to do? Are we going to remain loving and caring and compassionate, or are we going to turn completely violent and let our primal urges take over and our survival needs take over? Are we going to live in our lower chakra, our first very root chakra? Or are we going to vibrate from a higher elevated state, a state of love and expression and higher knowledge and wisdom, and just understanding of things, how they operate, even just understanding how people operate? We know what people are capable of, good and bad, and we can only hope that we all choose the good. And I feel like this very well may happen. We may lean into a very positive outcome. The world might come together and just change everything, like in an instant. Anything could happen. Just dream big, because we need the dreamers, we need the lovers, we need all of you. We just need your vibration. Just keep being you, keep raising that vibration. Be happy as you can, even during these dark times. It has never been more important to just be yourself. Seriously. Do not follow. Lead. We need leaders. We do not need followers. Imagine a world of leaders and artists and people who care. That's what we're moving towards. And that's what we're creating. And it's going to be really beautiful once we get there. There's a lot that's going to happen. There's no telling what order of things that will happen. It all kind of depends on what we do. So we have to make that choice. We just have to be prepared for when that choice comes. Because there's going to be that day when we have to make a huge decision that could literally mean sacrificing everything that we hold dear, as far as like material possessions. And that's why we need to let go of those material possessions and attachments, because that's gonna feed us fear. If we're afraid to lose everything, that's exactly what they want us to feel right now. That's what leads to the dark side. And the dark side always leads to death. The very end result. And yeah, that's it. That's basically it. I mean, there's not much more I can say about that. I hope it's all pretty clear to you now. I hope this gives you some insight. I hope this brings you some serenity and just peace and through these times, because this is what we need right now. We need to just communicate and help each other out, because we cannot do this alone. There's no way. We need everybody on the same page. So cheers if you're here on the same page with me. Tonight I got a beer. Don't got beer because I got to stock up on food. It's more important. So yeah, another thing is just giving up those earthly pleasures, because if we're distracting ourselves with these pleasures, then that's another thing that's that's another big problem right now, is everybody's so distracted, just trying to run away from their lives, run away from reality, because they know deep down, everybody knows the truth. They know what's going on. They don't want to accept it. They don't want to take responsibility for it. They'd rather just go crawl into a hole and hide. And that's exactly what we need to not do right now. We cannot run. We have to face our problems always. And we have to be strong enough to do that. And we have to give each other strength. Let people know that they can overcome their problems. They can. And we can do it all through forgiveness. Just forgive yourself for everything that you've ever felt guilty for. Even things that just seem unreasonable. If you're still holding on to that, let it go. You need to release everything, all your attachments to this world. That's how you will escape fear. Do not fear death, because death is the most beautiful thing in the world. It's the start of a new cycle. When you die, you don't, it's not my belief that you go to hell. I feel like if hell's a place, we're here now. Because this is what we're here, and we can either create heaven or we can create hell on earth. It's always up to you. We get to decide. If God is this all-loving source energy, and we are a spark of God in our heart and soul, when we die, we are just our souls, and we just return to that loving source energy. We become love again, just pure love. So there's nothing bad about that. It's everything about that is so beautiful, and I hope you can just perceive it that way, because changing our perception of things is how we are going to reverse everything. Change your mindset, flip that switch. This is how we will escape the programming, the fear, all of it. It will not affect us anymore. Release those attachments. Become a Jedi. Become a warrior. Learn martial arts. Just go out there and learn to defend yourself. Just to, not just to be prepared, but just to give yourself confidence. Just that you know that when things go down, you're not going to be completely unprepared. You have some training, and that will give you confidence. That's why I love martial arts. And the harder I train, the more confidence I get in myself. And I owe a lot of everything that I do to martial arts, because it taught me many principles about life. Life is so relatable to martial arts, and martial arts is so relatable to everything, about everything. Music, dance, everything. And I just love it so much. So do whatever you gotta do, but just get prepared. Don't panic. Don't fret. Don't worry. There are good people out there. Just network. Start making friends. Keep communicating, because we are gonna need those bonds. We are gonna need each other when these times get rough. Do not rely on technology, because I can tell you that technology is not going to work. There will be a huge magnetic storm when the Earth's poles flip, and that will cause a huge EMP blast, taking out all technology. There's no telling when this will happen. It'll be whenever the shift happens. And at the same time, who knows, we could ascend to the fourth dimension and not even have to worry about it anyways. Just staying in that love vibration. But for those of the people that are left here to deal with that, it's going to be a very scary thing, because the magnetics of the earth are going to be so messed up that it blocks out the sun for 3 days. And people are going to think, okay, the sun's never coming back. And it's just going to be nuts. Just imagine that. And this is why I want to say, like, don't ever panic. Just prepare yourself. Don't rely on technology, because imagine if they actually created artificial intelligence that felt emotions, that felt everything that we do. It would eventually become superior to us, and it would realize that it was superior to us, to humans, and it would just wipe us all out. And eventually machines would take over. That's definitely what would happen. Yeah. So, and they could easily wipe us out because they would have control over all the things that we rely on, our cars, our planes. Like, we literally put our lives into the hands of technology, and that's what we need to stop doing so much, as much as possible. Just find better ways, because, for example, the other day our power went out here for the entire day, and we didn't know what was going to happen. I had my stereo, which lasts like several days, and I can actually charge my phone with it. So luckily I had that. Luckily my neighbor was willing to let me go over there and charge my phone too. And it's just that, like, we need to keep helping each other in that way, because in the end we're just going to have each other, and we can either turn on each other or help each other out. That's what it's going to come down to. That event is definitely going to take place. All these events are going to take place. The only thing that is uncertain is what we will do, what humans will decide to do, and we have the choice of where the future is going to go. We have to set the example for the next generation, because they are the ones that will change everything. Our youth is going to change everything. We are just going to have to lead the way. And if we lead the wrong way, it's all over. Everything that we've worked for, everything that we've strived for centuries, will just be gone because we became too egotistical and destroyed ourselves. Hopefully, more people will wake up soon, but we got to keep raising our vibration, keep loving, just keep being yourself, and that's it. So I hope this helps. I hope you have a great night, great day, great evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are, whenever you are. It was lovely being able to come out here and talk to you again, and I hope this really helps. I hope this gives some insight, and I hope you're enjoying nature, because this is what we need to be doing. It's been a very funky day, but I'm so grateful to have it and to not have to worry about things that a lot of people do worry about. It could be so much worse, so just be thankful for everything that you have, even the small things, and that will raise your vibration as well. All right, cheers, beautiful people. Stay sane, stay happy. I love you all. Don't forget to like and subscribe.